What's up? Happy Sunday. So I figured with all the comments that keep flying in, with all the uncertainties that we have, all the fear that builds, and simultaneously all the great wins that have come in. So many of you have shared the things you're doing to thrive during this shifting time, this change in our world. So I figured I'd come on here today and I'll try to answer some questions again. Like I did yesterday. If you had the chance to hang out with me yesterday, I think it went amazing. We had, oh my God, more comments than I've had in ages. I've been reading them like crazy today. Thank you for all the great feedback. Thank you for the incredible DMs. And again, I don't know if anybody's got all the answers. The only thing I can do is help you with mindset shifts. I can help you with experience. I've been an entrepreneur for 33 years now. Wow, it seems like a long time. I was 3, yeah, whatever. But I've been through a couple shifts in the economy. I've been through what 9/11 was. This is new. This is unique. The only thing we can do is apply the things we've learned in the past with the right mindset. And I think that combo can allow us to be strong. And if you're watching me right now, I'm going to encourage you. The same thing I've been saying a lot is, and I got a topic today, plus I'll take your questions here towards the end, right? What's up, everybody? I'll go back and read all these. I'll try not to digress too much. But if you got a question for me later, hit me up. But I really believe if you're watching me, not that it's me, but like, you know that I'm not talking about gossip. You know, I'm not talking about the negativity. I'm not talking about how the world is ending in 5 minutes. You know my conversation. You know what we talk about. And what I think is, if you're here, you have all it takes to be that leader, that role model for the people in your life. So thank you so much. I look up to you, brother. I look up to all you guys for being here. You guys are all here. You could be doing other things. So a couple of things I want to share. I had a great Zoom call with a lot of people in our industry, like the top 50 people in our industry. Everybody you would know, everybody you follow on here and you gain knowledge from. We just did a Zoom call talking about our industry and what's going on. And a couple of things that really came up that I wanted to share with you is, and again, I could talk about how bad this is going, and I'm sure you're getting plenty of that. And I'm hoping you're protecting yourself, and I'm hoping you got yourself some food so you have some security in case things change and it gets a little dry. The supermarkets get dry. I hope if you're one of the people that were forced home, there's 80 million people in America forced home to work right now, and that's probably going to be more. I hope that everything is going well for you and you're doing the best you possibly can. So know that I'm sending you love. I mean it. I'm sending you from my heart, from my family to yours. I'm sending you love, good thoughts, and all that. But you hear so much of the news stuff. I just hope to come on here, and I'm going to try to come on every day and bring just a different perspective, right? And there's a lot of great people bringing different perspectives. And it's just me. This industry everybody's stepping up in a way. The whole world is stepping up. It's amazing the community that's coming together. But I want to talk about a few big things here. One is the shift that's happening. Now, if you know what Tony and myself and a lot of the people in my industry, we talk about how this shift is coming. The shift of the self-education industry, the shift of learning from home, the shift of self-education being the new norm, all those types of things. This is really forcing that hand. So if you think about it, my kids are doing their schoolwork at home right now. College kids doing their work at home. We turned our whole company virtual. It is going to force people, and this is what I believe. So this is just like the philosophy behind all this, right? Because and I shared this yesterday. I know I'm digressing because I got a lot to share, but I want to do it all in 20 minutes or less. I want to frame this one more time. Before I get back to that philosophy, I want to frame this. In 90 or 180 days, whenever this is over, it's going to be over. This will be behind us. You get to look back and decide, did I use that time wisely? Did I grow as a human? Did I start the new business? Did I explore the things that helped? Did I get my health back in shape? Did I fix the relationship? Did I read the books that have been stacked up in my room that I've been dying to read forever? Did I do those things? Did I unlock wisdom? Did I unlock treasures from other people? Did I start in the knowledge industry? Did I enter the information age? Am I a part of this digital economy? Or you can look back and say, I watched 22 series on Netflix. I got bummed out by the news. I freaked out. I got small. I got scared, right? Of course, this is scary. Please don't think I'm saying don't be scared. We're fine. It's scary as shit. But you get to decide what life will look like in 90 or 180 days from today, because it will be over. The economy will rebound. I'm not saying today, but this will get back. And you get to look back and say, during this period of history, what did I do? Remember, at the heights of things like this is being anchored into your brain. This is being burned into your brain. You're going to remember this time forever. I guarantee if you're older, you remember 9/11. If you're really old, you remember when Princess Diana was killed in a car accident. If you're going to remember these moments in history, this is a crazy moment in history. This is being imprinted in your life. So you're going to remember what you did during this time. You're going to remember if you stepped up, if you became a role model, if you got over your own fears, you were scared to death, but you still led your family. You still decided to explore the new business or take the course you have and finally make it real. You're going to know in here. You're not going to have to worry about what the world thinks about what you did. Only you're going to know. And this is going to be imprinted. You're going to remember it for life. So I just think about that stuff all the time. And I feel like it can help us rise above. Like what I would love, as scary as this is, what if this was a time with newfound energy? What if this was a time to say, hey, I could never slow my life down. I don't think I could. I mean, I'm trying to find the blessings in this too, because I don't slow down. I go 100 miles an hour. This is forcing me to really think innovative. This is forcing me to slow down. This is forcing me to finish the things that I've started in a lot of, like, I hustle in business. I hustle being a husband. I hustle being a dad. A lot of the things I kind of skate on, right? This is forcing me to look at those pieces of my life. We can all take this as a crappy thing that we turn into something that could make us better. Or we can focus on what could go wrong and how many new cases and all that kind of stuff. And to escape our mind, we can have drinks all day and watch Netflix. If you want to do that once a week, fine. Binge once a week. But the rest of the time, work on you. Okay, so now back to this philosophy of this shift. So today I'm on this call with 40-something amazing people. If we tried to get all 40 of those in one place, live, it would take 5 years. We're all so damn busy, right? 40 entrepreneurs, 40 busy people, 40 people with families and people they love. But we did it today with 3 days notice because a dear friend of mine, great dude, put it together. And we helped each other and we shared great things. And guess what? It felt pretty damn good today. It felt almost normal. If you would have asked us to do a Zoom call a month ago, like, nah, I want to see face to face. So here's what I'm telling you. Even with our team, with our tribe, with our KBB, our Knowledge Broker Blueprint family, we do high-level implementation lab workshops. We've turned them all virtual. Our training, our virtual training that people are going to be going through over the next couple of weeks and every month is off the charts. We are making it like we're in person. We are doing challenges. We are playing killer music. We are doing exercises. We are doing implementation. We're getting their sites built. This is just my business. I'm just telling you this. But people are excited about it. This shift is happening. We are going to become more of a virtual world. Even when this ends and you go back out into public normal without worry, the shift is already going to happen. And a lot of this is going to stick. It's not going to go back to the old ways. People are going to say, well, why would I travel across the country? I heard this great virtual event. So some of you aren't in this industry and you're like, what does that got to do with me? So this is why I want you to think about all of this. During these crazy periods of time, the world, a lot of people, especially news media, loves to share what's wrong. But I bet to say right now, every single one of you have to share at least one thing that's right. In fact, share something that you learned about yourself during this time. Share a workspace thing that's working for you. Share that you started exercising again, or share that you're working on compassion with something good has already been done in your life because of this. Lots of crap. That's easy to talk about. But how cool is it to be able to share that? So this is something I'm going to encourage you guys to do. I'm going to encourage you guys, those of you that are like tech phobes like I was, I'm going to encourage you to learn Zoom and learn how to communicate online, whether it's Skype, whether it's Zoom, or another platform. And this is what I'm going to encourage you to do. You're going to be like, this is totally out of my comfort zone. I'm going to encourage you to be the leader. If you've been watching my stories or my posts during this time, I'm encouraging every one of you to be leaders, to be role models, to set the tone, to reach out to, if you saw my little story today, reach out to people who need you. You can't feel bad about yourself when you're helping other people who need you. True story, right? So what I'm going to encourage you to do, if you don't know the tech, learn the tech and start a small group. Start a small group right now Get your friends and family. We did this today. It was so empowering because you don't feel crazy. You don't feel scared. You don't feel alone when you're a part of a group. That's why Tony and I teach masterminds, teach being a part of groups, teach workshops. Now it's all virtual and people are absolutely loving. Technology is allowing us to be communicated in an easier way. Look at this. We're training right now. I'm watching your comments come in live from all around the world. I love you too, man. Appreciate you guys so much. You just finished KBB training, ready to rock and roll. Amazing. My KBB family, if you're here, what's up? This is a time to be a part of the community, be a part of something bigger than yourself. So I'm going to encourage you, if you're a part of KBB, you already know all this, you're a part of our community, you're building this on your own. But if you're not, I'm going to encourage you today, when you're done, grab a piece of paper and write down 3 to 20 people you think would be great in a group. Coworkers, friends, family. And I would learn how to do Zoom or whatever platform you're going to use. I would reach out to them and create a topic and say, hey, we're going to be on a Zoom call tomorrow at 2, tomorrow at 5, and we're going to talk about the one thing each. We're each going to share one thing that we've learned positive about ourselves, or a breakthrough that we've had, or one hack to help through the loneliness, to help through learning, to help discipline your day so you don't waste your time binging on news and Netflix. Just think about the power of that. Think about the leader that you are. Think of the human you could become, and also think about how this could be your transition into an industry that is going to thrive during these shifting times. The world is going to turn to virtual self-education, bigger now than ever before, and it's already on its way to $1 billion a day industry, according to Forbes, right? So that's only one thing, and some of you might be thinking, that's nothing I'm ever going to do. I'm just going to wait for that's great. But think of the role model you could be by starting a group. Like, there's lots of things I could talk about, right? I'm going to come on here every day. Today, I'm just going to encourage you to be a leader at another level. Step up, step out, start that group. Imagine being on a call 3 days from today and you being the head of it and saying, okay, Sally, Megan, Ryan, tell me one thing that did this, or tell me one thing that you found in business, or if you love marketing, or if you love painting, or if you love riding horses, or if you love exploring, if you love astrology, whatever the hell it is you do and you like, start a damn group with people that would like it and get more people enrolled, and tell people on Facebook and tell people on Instagram. This is how we, during a time when we're supposed to social distance, this is how we can do the opposite of social distance. We could have social distance and virtual connection. Hey, I never used that word before, but that's it. Social distance, but virtual connection. I like that. I like that a lot. So, if you got any questions for me, ask me right now. We got a few questions. We got a little time for questions here. But I want you to really think about that. How can you bring people together? How can you help people? How can you get your, elderly grandparents or somebody how can we bring value to other people? Because when we're worried about bringing value to other people, we can't worry about our own shit. And it's easy to get in here. It is. Listen. Last night, I watched a little bit of, I don't watch the news that much. I should watch it more, but I watched a little bit and it got me all freaked out. And in a good way, we have to be, we have to be, cautious. We have to be responsible. We have to do the right things, but also that throws you out of being in flow and being innovative. It is almost impossible to be scared and fearful and innovative. Hear that? It's almost impossible to be scared and fearful and innovative at the same time. Right? So how do we get rid of that fear and get into creating what's next for us? Right? That's the little hacks that I'm trying to do. I think this group would absolutely do it. I see people saying, are we opening up KBB? We're going to create a process. We're going to create a way for you guys. So many people are asking. It can't be the same offer we did during the launch because Tony and I wouldn't do that. But we're going to create a killer offer and create an opportunity for people, because I know so many people are asking. During this crisis, we've had more people ask about being a part of KBB than we've ever experienced, because they realize that's the way into this knowledge industry. So we'll talk about that. What I want to share with you right now, though, and a lot of you went there yesterday and see Tony and I created a cool page. It's just free training. In fact, there's nothing for sale on it. You can't buy anything on it. Nothing. It's at weeklywisdom.com. If you guys could write that in here for me, that would be great. weeklywisdom.com. We did a cool training. I did a video that I think is really powerful, and then I picked 4 or 5 trainings from Tony and I that really can help with the mindset so you can get in an innovative state of mind, in an innovative place in your business, in your life. Okay, let's see. If you got any questions for me, let me know. My wife's usually here helping me with these. Focusing on self-improvement and gratitude. Of course, that's amazing. News is negative. Don't let it bring you down. Do you have a solar energy network that you work close with? I don't. Out fear and gratitude. Let's see. How to attract people into my group, my channel, Dean. So how do you attract people? Remember this. So I talked about what are some of the biggest tips to reaching next level mentally. Okay, so how do you get people in your group? First off, just start small. Remember, one person needs you today. One person needs to hear from you today. One person is not getting this message. One person is not watching somebody like me. Someone is not in a group of amazing. You guys are all amazing. Seriously, I'm watching your comments come in. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. So many people don't have that. So one person needs you today. Reach out to that person. And then someone else, and then someone's going to come off your Facebook, and then someone's going to come off Instagram, and someone that you're going to text that's an old friend, and you're going to get a group of 3, 5, 10, 20 people, and all of a sudden that's how you build this. That's how you start not only healing yourself, but helping heal other people. I'm telling you, social distance, virtual connection. That's going to be my new, I just came up with that live with you guys. So I think that's powerful. Somebody asked, what is my daily routine? And then someone else asked, how do you keep your mindset strong? You got to work it, like legit. The news is on every moment. There's people going to be texting you, telling the world's coming to an end. You might be home. You might not be getting a paycheck. Like all that shit's real. It's not like, oh, you're overstating the issue. You're not. It's scary. So how often do negative thoughts want to hijack your brain? Like every freaking second, right or wrong, right? So how often do you have to work on your mindset? Like every freaking minute, every day. Like you legit do. You got to question every thought that comes in your head. I mean, I try to listen to at least an hour of personal growth a day, whether that's a book or a podcast or a YouTube video. So I would keep your mindset, create a morning routine. Try to stick with it. Wake up in the morning. Don't just roll over and look at what happened in the world. Don't wake up and check the news. Don't check your emails. Like legit, try to wake up and just give a little time for yourself to say, I'm thankful to be here. I don't know why God, the universe, and we're putting this through this, but I'm still here. I could fight another day. I'm happy that it's sunny out. I'm happy that I'm home. I'm happy that I get to sit next to my husband, my wife. I'm happy that I'm getting to know my kids better. Like find a way to be grateful in that first few minutes of being awake before you check your damn electronic and let the world hijack your brain for the day. And then I would suggest try to move. If you're someplace where you can get outside and walk, do it. If not, do some burpees, do some sit-ups, do some push-ups, just walk around, whatever it is that you can do, like try to just do something where you move. And then I would write down a few things that you would love to get done that day. Like love to get done. Like I'm accomplishing these in this moment. And then start your day. Like if you can meditate, amazing. If you can practice a half-hour gratitude, amazing. But a lot of times you don't have that luxury. So at least do those things. And then focus on what you want to accomplish. Focus on the wins and compound the wins. Instead of thinking of the 5 things that are wrong, this is all shit, excuse my language, but this is all the stuff Instead of focusing on the 5 things that went wrong, focus on the one thing that went right that day, the one thing you learned. And then feed your mind. Do an hour a day of personal growth, an hour a day of someone who could feed your mind. You can't go to the gym for a weekend and be in shape for the rest of your life, right? So how could you watch one video and then be good? You need to digest this stuff all the time. It's why I'm going to come on live every day. It's why I'm doing stories every day. It's why if you're not, make sure you follow my podcast, The Dean Graziosi Show. I'm trying to produce 3 great pieces of content every single week for you guys. We are producing content nonstop right now. We're barely selling anything. Like, I don't think we have hardly anything for sale. My book, my new book, The Underdog Advantage, the world needs that more than ever. And we'll probably be letting the world know more and pushing that. It's at Dean's book, by the way, deansbook.com. The Underdog Advantage was written for this, and I didn't even realize it. So we'll be offering that to the world. But a lot of things we're doing, just giving value to the world because they need it. So we're going to be working really hard on that. So stick with us. Check out our YouTube. We're going to be releasing probably 35 videos on YouTube over the next 30 days because we just want to flood the world with something other than all the crap, right? So that's it for today. Let's see. I'll take one more question. I saw a whole bunch of them come in. Evan Carmichael, what's up, brother? So good to see you. If you guys didn't see Evan's new book, man, check it out. I'm going to be doing a little swipe up on that in the next day or two so you guys can see it. Let's see. Just face. All right, there was a bunch of questions, but man, I just want to tell you guys, I appreciate you all. This is a really difficult time, but we can be the leaders and we can set the standard. A couple of things I said, remember? Don't waste this 120 or whatever days we're going to be here. Don't waste this. Don't look back on 120 days and be like, shit, I'm never going to get that time ever again in my life. You got some time here. You got time that we've never been given. It sucks. You might not want it. You might be losing money, but you got time. And time can build resourcefulness. We don't have resources. We need resourcefulness. Get more resourceful and watch the world change. Know that things are changing. We are going more virtual. How can you get in front of that? How can you position yourself in a virtual world, right? KBB is that. Be on the lookout for that. We'll work something out with KBB. But in the meantime, start a group. Get like-minded people on a Zoom call. Figure out the technology. Stop being afraid of it. Go do it. YouTube it. Google it. Figure out a way. Get a Zoom channel. Get people on it and pick your topic. I don't care what the hell your topic, the things you used to do. If you're good at interior design, you're good at organizing closets, you're good at hairstyles. Doesn't matter what you do. The world wants that knowledge more than ever. And there's 80 million people just in America forced to be home. Around the world right now, do you know this? There's 1 billion people in their homes. 1 billion forced to be home right now. They need you more than ever. Consider the information age. Consider the knowledge industry. But in the first part, learn the technology. Know that we're going virtual. Create a little group. And we'll talk more this week. I appreciate you guys so much. If you got any questions for me, do this. You guys did it amazing yesterday. It's what helped me today. DM me right now. Anything you want me to cover this week. I'm going to try to go live every single day. So if there's something I can really help you with, DM me. And then